is up, YouTube? Alright guys, as you know, I have been intermittent fasting and I'm getting ready to break my fast because I am starving. So I got all my ingredients, I got everything weighed out, I got everything good. I am just gonna get right to this. I figured I could stand around and talk to you for a while, but I'm starving, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start cooking. Anyways, this is my egg white omelet. I've added some stuff to it. If you've watched any of my other cooking videos, this one's gonna be a little different, but I really like the way this one turns out. So first thing we gotta do, we're gonna hit the pan with a nice coating of butter flavored cooking spray. That is going to ensure nothing's sticking to it. Okay. Now, I've had this preheating on low, so we just turned it up a little bit. Basically here with the ingredients, we got our liquid egg whites, courtesy of Egg Whites 24/7. These guys are awesome. They've been sending me egg whites, and I really like what they do, the quality behind the product, very good stuff. So first thing we gotta do though, we have, first two ingredients we're gonna throw in here are gonna be, we got 10 grams of coconut oil, extra virgin coconut oil, and we also have 5 ounces of Canadian bacon. So the first goal is, we already sprayed the pan, but we want the healthy fats from the coconut oil. Plus this adds a ton of flavor to this. So I think this is the difference between making your egg whites taste meh and making them taste really good. So go ahead and put that in there too. Spread that out a little bit, let that melt. And then Canadian bacon comes like in pieces. We've already kind of chopped it up, weighed it out. So like I said, 5 ounces here of this stuff. The benefit to Canadian bacon is that there is almost no fat in it. It is actually really hard to find at the store. So in the video, I'm gonna show you what the package I buy looks like. I'll just insert it into the video like right here. But yeah, Canadian bacon, really hard to find. If you can find it, this stuff is great. It tastes just like ham, except I think it tastes a little better, and it's really lean, so you're not getting any extra fat from it. So we're gonna start by putting this in our pan. Kind of spread it out evenly in here. Alright, so there's the Canadian bacon. Then what we need to do is we're going to let it soak up some of that coconut oil. It's going to give it really good flavor. Make sure this stuff's cooking all the way through. Now this stuff is already pre-cooked when you buy it. So basically what we're doing, we're going to brown it a little bit and heat it up. You could really just eat it straight out of the container, but we are going to get her nice and browned on here. So, all right, this Canadian bacon is almost done. So we got it in here. Next thing we're gonna do, I have 3 ounces of white mushrooms. We're gonna throw these in here too. Let them kind of mix in. Now you don't necessarily need the mushrooms in here. You can admit that not everybody's a mushroom fan. I think they're pretty good. Give us a little bit of fiber, give us some nutrients and stuff. So let them sit in there with it. All right, so next thing we got to do, now that this is going to be pretty well done here, we're going to open up our egg white container and add these in here to it. There we go. Okay. And then the seasonings I'm going to be using are, we got lemon and pepper seasoning. This stuff is great. It's got a little bit of sodium in it. If you're drinking your water, if you're getting over a gallon a day, it's going to be, negligible. There's a lot of people are going to give me crap for using this, but hey, it is what it is. I would rather have a little higher sodium and make my food actually taste good than not. So we're going to add this in here. The key is getting this in here, that way it kind of mixes in and kind of gets sucked into the egg white omelet. That's gonna make it way better. Then we got some chopped onions too, dried chopped onions. This is going to add some good flavor as well. And then garlic powder, because everything is better with garlic. So you can, like I said, any of these ingredients you don't have to include in yours. I think just all these together though make it really good. So what we do here, add in. Now I use a lot of garlic powder. You can use as much as you want. I personally am a huge fan of garlic powder. So we put that in there. And then what I'm going to do now is stir it all up a little bit to make sure we are good. All right, make sure everything's kind of down in the omelet. Okay, and then we turn the heat up a little bit. And then what we are going to do is we are going to cover this like that, and then we're gonna let her sit. It's probably gonna take like 10 minutes or so to cook all the way through, so I won't make you stand and just wash a pan, but yeah, I will come back as soon as this. All right, so while this is cooking, I just wanted to touch base with you guys. The last video I put out where I told you I quit my job and you know, all that stuff. The amount of support I got from everybody has been just absolutely crazy. The amount of people that commented on that video, the amount of love, the amount of the amount of positive support I got was just absolutely incredible. So I wanted to thank you guys again for all your awesome ideas, for all your just positive energy you sent my way. So I appreciate all you guys, and you know, like I said in the video, I promise I'm gonna continue putting out content. I'm gonna keep working hard and making cool meals. Cause you probably never heard of Canadian bacon before, have you? Yeah, I discovered it like a week and a half ago, and it has changed my life. So I used to think the best things out of Canada were Drake and Tim Hortons. I was wrong. The whole time it was Canadian bacon. So anyways, like I said, I just wanted to touch base with you guys and say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're gonna check on the omelet and see how we're doing. It's been like 5 minutes. Okay, we got getting close to done. You can still see it's a little watery here on the outside, so it's not quite done yet. We're gonna give it a little more time, but man, that looks freaking good. Now, a lot of people that I work with, a lot of clients, when I do a meal plan for somebody, I give you a list of food options that you like, and then I make them fit a plan for you. A lot of people pick egg whites on their plans, and some of them come back to me a few days later and they say, all right, well, everything on the plan's good, I'm fine with it, but the egg whites are really hard to eat. They're bland, they don't taste very good. That is where some of these seasonings, and where, like, you know, you can get a little creative and throw some of your proteins in there with your omelet. Get some mushrooms thrown in there. You can, you know, I'll switch out. Like, I don't always do mushrooms. I'll do green peppers. You can do cilantro. You can do chopped real onions, not dried ones. There's a lot of flexibility with an omelet, you know. So just keep that in mind. You don't just gotta cook them and eat them plain. You can throw some seasonings in there and make them actually taste good, and that way it's not such a burden. Because, you know, egg whites are awesome in a meal plan because they are pure protein and you're not really getting any other, you know, residuals from it, like any extra fat or any extra carbs. So always recommend egg whites. I eat them every single day. So all right, she looks done. So all right, don't knock my omelet folding skills here because they're absolutely terrible. All right, so flip you. Okay, and boom. That wasn't too bad. All right, so we'll take you off because you are sizzling. Okay, there you have it. That is the egg white omelet. Now, I am going to let it cool for a second and do a little taste test. Let me show you guys. All right, so I have the exact macros. I got everything calculated in MyFitnessPal. This omelet here, with all the ingredients exactly as I had them laid out, is 492 calories. Now, if I go to the individual macronutrient breakdown, we got 13 grams of fat, we got 9 grams of carbohydrates, and a whopping 76 grams of protein. So if you're having trouble getting protein in, this is a pretty good option for you. Now you can take the ingredients, you can scale them down or up depending on what your goals are. I can't imagine anybody wanting a bigger omelet than this, but you know, you could use half the Canadian bacon, half the liquid egg whites, whatever, make it fit your plan, you know. I doubt females out there would have a fun time eating this big of an omelet, but I know I'm gonna kill it. So yeah, we are gonna let this cool and I'm gonna give it a little bit of a taste test here in a second. All right, so this is cooled off now enough to where it is taste test time. What I'm gonna throw on it is a little bit of a Dijonnaise. This stuff is awesome. Shout out to Chris Jones for pointing me in the direction of this stuff. I absolutely love it. So put a little bit on here. Oh man, I'm almost out. Come on, there we go. There we go. All right, that looks terrible, but it's gonna be good, I promise. Okay, taste test time, right? Let's get in there, get a big old piece. Okay, we ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. That is so good, oh my God. Okay, yeah, so this is my, what's a good ultimate egg white omelet? Yes, it's so good. That's a really good way to break a fast. So Anyways, guys, this was just a quick little video I wanted to make. I was getting ready to make this, and I said, you know what? I feel like they'd find that valuable. I feel like they'd like it. So you guys said you wanted more meal prep videos. So this is cool. Give this a shot. Let me know what you think of it. If you end up making something similar to this, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you try it out. If it's good, whatever. Anyways, guys, I am gonna eat this because I am freaking starving. So I will talk to you guys later. And thanks for watching. Hit the like button on my video, and yeah, I will talk to you guys later. See ya. Yes.